Hey everyone, my name is Oleg. I would like to share how I modify skeleton tethered sticks, and how I actually do it in one set. I silence it significantly, at least to my liking, and camouflage it. So here we go. As you can hear, the sound is much duller. It carries much further on this one, and that's definitely good enough for me. I mean, I can manage not to make any more sounds that you see here. And I'm not gonna bore you with how I disassemble this stick. I'm just gonna show you the order in which I'm taping it, because as you can tell, one side, for example right now the top side, is wider than the one on the bottom. So frankly what I do is, once I cut the correct amount of tape, I start taping from the inside, from the shorter side, and I'll show you that in a second. So the process is very simple. I take the tape, anchor it on one side, bring the stick to it, mark it, and if I can find the scissors that used to leave over here, yeah, there we go. Cut the right amount of tape, and then line it up. Once again, I'm starting from the shorter side, because when I'm gonna put the tape over here, as you can see, it can barely overlap here on the longer side, on the wider side, whereas here it's gonna cover it with no problems. Hence, I'm starting at the very tip, anchor it, stretch it and anchor it, and then anchor it at the end. It's not a rocket science. You don't need to be precise and exact edge. It will help you whenever you're taping on the inside of the bore in here, but other than that, it's no big deal. So once again, anchor it, anchor it again, and finally anchor it over here. Alright, here's a little trick that I figured out when I was doing like the second stick or what have you. So what I do is I take the number 11 range, which is the range I use for all of the bolts and nuts over here, and I slowly started to feed the tape inside to avoid it taping to itself. As we go further, tape gets in deeper, and then we track back. I'm trying to be somewhat careful not to glue it to the to this end just yet. What I want to do is I want to tape the first wall. So now I'm literally applying pressure and making sure tape adheres to this side. Once this side is done, once again, I want to go in carefully attach, make sure it's not attaching here yet, and attach it all the way down inside the burr. And once that is done, then I can finish taping to the opposite side and flip the tape over. I tried to be lazy and not tape inside the burrs, and the sound difference was significant. And then we obviously finalizing. So once we got both of the sides done, we're gonna apply tape on on both sides, and you can probably see how the tape is not covering the entirety, but because we do have this leap over from the tape in the burr, it's just enough to make it nice and neat. Not anal neat, but As you can see right here, some of the tape bent it and I got a little spot, but it's no big deal. For me, this is perfect enough. That's it. Then you assemble it back together. Don't forget to mark yourself holes that are needed for putting all the hardware back in, and you're good to go. I've applied, I've used this camouflage / silencing method on all of my sticks and all my prior sticks. I had some muddy sticks. I used same thing on Tidy V steps, which I still use, and there is a time and place where to use them. But I'm more and more find myself in places beast style, compliments to the infalt and hunting public. Basically, those are the most watched and followed by me educators, hunting educators and hunters out there. So, and with that said, a lot of trees are fairly crooked where Tidy with steps just not doing it for me. Hence, I decided to switch back to the sticks. Well, and this is what the final product will look like. Once again, I prefer duct tape camouflage. There tend to be on the darker side, hence matches the bark better. Other than that, I mean, I'll play around some more. I may add some 550 cord on additional metal pieces, but probably not. I mean, I like it. Hopefully you will like it too. Take care, everyone.